Welcome back to the Bottom Line Podcast. Gabe's already leaving us. It's just fucking the first 3 seconds. He can't even get through it without his shit lagging.
My team. Let's go, sirs.
Shameless. I can't believe you're doing this.
Day one.
Nah, I think every team with yellow in it should be able to celebrate right now. So let's go. Let's go. Yellow teams.
As the Lakers, though.
Cooking these niggas.
Lakers. What'd
you say?
Nothing.
He said besides Lakers.
Nah, shut up, nigga. There's only 3 teams, only them. Like, who else got yellow? Jazz or something? Got a little bit.
Worse.
Everybody lame. Y'all can't celebrate when the Lakers win a chip then.
Facts.
When?
Nah, the Lakers are too special. Like, Pacers,
definitely
win.
It's definitely just a matter of time, buddy.
Nah, small market team, they need a little more fans, so it's okay. But Lakers, we big. Like, don't come over here when we win. You feel me? Yeah,
we already got too many people.
Yeah, yellow teams can't do that when we win. But
I'm already tired.
I'm
already tired of these fake losing weight.
Come shit when somebody retires. Hassan, you can come over if you want.
Let's go. We're getting this clickbait out the way with the Lakers talk. Let's keep it going.
I'm tired of these. I'm tired of these fake Luka losing weight pictures manufactured.
They're not fake, bro. That nigga is
He's definitely for real losing weight. Like, it's not Photoshop.
Just wait till he puts the jersey back on. Right into the team.
He gonna look like fucking rookie Luka, nigga. We gonna be like, wait, is that AR or is that Luka? We're like, is that AR? Like, hold on.
They're gonna say, is that LeBron or is that Luka? Can't even tell.
Can't even tell the difference.
Yeah, look that bad on the court.
So when LeBron,
Gabe was clapping without his hands. That was crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
You see that 700-pound squat that he did or something like that?
Oh yeah, easy.
Luka? Oh fuck, bro! He about to push his way to a championship like Jalen Hurts, buddy.
He might be a high flyer next season. He might be banging on this.
If he starts dunking, then damn.
He's just posting. He post first game. Imagine first game. He come down the lane. He do his little thing. And
he split the double team.
He just like Braun.
Nigga way over here. Nigga. I'm gonna tell you, first game.
Luka back. Luka Magic is back.
I'll start screaming.
All right, we gonna get into that next season when it happens because it's only a matter of time.
We had a long off season before.
Pacers Magic.
But we could talk about the Pacers. They win another game yet again. I think honestly, what it comes down to in this game 3 is the Thunder just looked tired. Like Shea was given very minimal effort on the defensive side towards the end of the game, and I understand it's because he has to do a lot on offense, but it's just a lot when the Pacers are making you run and making you work every possession. You could throw so many different bodies at Shea with Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, even Tyrese could get on him a little bit. And a lot of what the Pacers do comes down to effort. And I think that's why they ended up winning game 3 ultimately. I think it's the effort thing. And the Thunder just didn't have it at the end. They just looked gassed. They looked tired. They just didn't make enough plays. So the Pacers, they've been known for doing this. And if they want to win the series, it's going to have to be a lot of effort and guys stepping up, like a Benedict Mathurin, TJ McConnell. These guys having huge games. Obi Toppin in game 1 did the same thing. If they want to continue to win the series, they're going to need more performances. And it doesn't have to be the same guy every game, as you've seen. It could be Benedict Mathurin. It could be Miles Turner. It could be Tyrese. Even if he's not having a good game the whole time, he could hit the game winner. So Andrew Nembhard, they have so many bodies here that I think it's possible, but the Thunder are still very dangerous. I don't think I want to count the Thunder out by any means because they're right there. It's always comes down to the wire in these games, and I do think they have enough. They just got to lock in and make it happen. But Pacers are looking real good right now, up 2-1.
Yeah, the game that they played yesterday was like picture perfect basketball for them. You get 19 turnovers, forced. You have your bench showing up, giving you effort. Your superstar comes and gives you 20 and 10. Everybody's playing on a string at home. Like, that's the best Pacers basketball I think I've seen this season. And that was like the first game for me where I'm like, okay, they actually have a chance of winning the championship. Because in other series, you can make the argument like, oh, these guys are hurt. Dame goes down. Cavs team is hurt. And then the Knicks aren't like the greatest team. They've beat the Celtics, but you didn't play the best team, I guess. So there's some type of excuse that you can make for the Pacers making it to the finals. But the game that they showcased last night there's no excuse that you can make to say that they don't belong here. You have Benedict Mathurin giving you 25 plus, Tyrese actually showing up, like everything that they did. TJ McConnell with timely steals. They actually made like OKC look rattled, and that's the first time I think all year that I've seen them actually look rattled in terms of like their pace getting pushed depending on what the Pacers were doing. But with that being said, I still have Thunder winning the series. I think this makes the Thunder stronger going into Game 4 because it's the closest thing to a must-win. Because if you don't win this, you're not. I don't think this team's coming back down 3-1. If they do win Game 4 tomorrow, I feel like they're not going to lose any more games at home because they should have won Game 1 and then Game 2 was a blowout. So the way that they're structured and the talent they have on their team, I feel like they won't lose at home, especially with that momentum. So I think I have Thunder in 7. I don't think they can win 3 in a row, but I do think they'll win 4 and 5, and we'll get a Game 7 in the NBA Final.
I agree with some of the points you're making. How the Thunder, got rattled, and then it's like a must-win situation. I think they're gonna choke. I think they're not gonna come back. I think it's pretty much wraps.
Really?
I mean,
You can't choke if you're down. By the way, that doesn't make sense.
Choke as the favorite.
They choke from tip off. They had a major favorite to win the game, to win the series.
They choking on what?
Like that. They choked on the tip off. So the first second the series started, they choked.
They choked on the tip. It's crazy.
Choking on the tip is crazy.
Ever since Game 1 ended, it's been bad. The way it ended, Game 2 they blow out, whatever. But Game 3, what happened? The Pacers out hustled them, and Shea didn't have a crazy game. J-Dub didn't have a crazy game. Chet didn't have a great J-Dub. Matherin and Halliburton are beating you right now, and this is the best team in the NBA. You know what I mean? So I just if it's looking like this, I think the Pacers do close it out. Yeah, it might be in. Hopefully it's in 6, but if it gets a 7. I'm at a coin flip. I don't know what to tell you. Don't ask me that. But I think
I honestly don't think Thunder are losing in 7 at home. It's gonna be really tough, man. They're already the better team.
Come on, bro. You see what the Pacers are doing?
Imagine
they need one shot.
Imagine the game winner 7 at home is that.
We need that.
Needs that. You have all the advantages, I guess, for if you're the Thunder in a Game 7 situation. But Thunder the Pacers just find a way to win, man. Beat the odds every time.
Yeah,
hey,
to me,
they got dogs. They got dogs.
Yeah. To me, the Pacers did play their best ball, but it's also I know I said this last pod, and I wish I had the clip, but I said you never know. When it comes, they may be the best team, but it's in that finals heat, in that finals pressure, it's just are you really going to be able to rely? You can rely on Shea. You rely on it in the first 2 games, but I feel down the stretch of this game, it became more and more apparent that their crunch time game plan is just give it to Shea. You know what I mean? And it kind of goes away from how good they were not playing just Shea ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just they expect him to go be Mr. Clutchman every game. You know what I mean? If it's close. And it's you'll win some games, but if your role players aren't going to hit like they were hitting at home in the finals, you're not going to win. You know what I mean? Your game has to travel, especially in a series like this. And it goes to show Chet, like I said, Chet at the end of the day, they're unproven. You know what I mean? It's not he's going up against he's going up against Miles Turner. You know what I mean? He's a decent defender, but it's just it's Miles Turner. You know what I mean? Imagine if he was going, you know what I mean, going against a powerhouse center. You know what I mean? Or just even a star center. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just I'm trying to think. Yeah, and then Shea had a bad game. It's if you're only gonna be able to rely on in crunch time, we need Shea. If Shea ever has a bad game, you know what I mean. It's just you lose.
I mean, but he's the MVP of the league. He's your best player. He should be.
But it's just if he scores 24, he shouldn't have to score 35 plus every game.
No, he should be able to. If okay, put it into this perspective.
Who else does that?
I agree.
That's not true, bro. No one besides transcendent generational people are averaging 35 plus.
He's the MVP who averaged 34 points per game in the regular season.
It depends, though. It depends how they're guarding him too. If this fool's getting double teamed, I don't care. He's not gonna score 35 on 3 people.
Yeah, he's not. He's also not LeBron. He can't do that.
He's not getting.
I mean, he's a guard. He's a skinny.
No, it doesn't even matter. Not even the best players. If you're throwing 2 bodies at someone, especially with how athletic some of the defenders are, you just can't. He's gonna have to swing the ball, and other people are gonna have to beat him.
Do it.
No, he can't, bro. Luka swings the ball if he's double teamed.
Luka can give you 33, 35 while being double.
Without being double teamed, anybody. I mean, Shea could do that too without being double teamed. No, bro. Luka passes the ball to find an open person, bro. Let's not start.
That's my MVP. He makes the right plays.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you're a top 2 player in the league this year, which SJ clearly was, you should be able to rely on him down the stretch to get you a basket. in theory, because
he's been doing that up until now, all the way up until the finals.
He's been on fraud watch for me at the end. Like game 1, he could have sealed if he made the shot at the end of the game. He's on clutch fraud watch. He should have sealed the game 1.
You got to clear that up because that's crazy.
Clutch fraud watch. Because he should have ended the game or sealed the game in game 1, and he missed the shot where Halliburton got the rebound and made the basket to get them the game. And then in game 3, down the stretch, he couldn't get a basket. I think he had like 4 points in the fourth, and you're coming off the bench and back into the game with 7 minutes left. If you're the MVP of the league and the top 2 player in the league,
you gotta take over
up to date. You gotta take over and finish the game out for your team. Like I'm
not saying maybe J-Dub's the closer, bro. Let J-Dub cook. I don't know. He's nice. He be getting some plays.
Wait, was it last game? What game did he have 28? Was that second game or was that last game?
It was yesterday, yeah.
Third.
But he's been dry water.
So yeah,
he had like 35 and 36. He had like 38 and 36 the first 2 games.
J-Dub?
He had 72 points. No.
Not J-Dub.
Oh, no, I'm saying how much did J-Dub have?
Second game, I think. Last game he had like 26. That was his best game, and it still wasn't like.
That's what I'm saying. Like he showed up. He showed up, but like we didn't get much from Chet. You didn't get Shea's average. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that I'm saying that they're a bad team because of that, but I'm saying like it goes to what I said. Like, I don't think they're just unbeatable. You know what I mean? Like, super dominant, especially on this stage. Like, you never know how people are really going to show up if they haven't been there yet. You know?
I mean, the Pacers haven't been there yet. The only person who's been here is Pascal.
But at least they got to the conference finals last year, and they got swept and everything. But
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, they had a good
and they have way more. They have more years together in reality. If you want to like think about it.
If they do him they did him in game 2, they don't even need him in clutch moments because they just beat him by 2.
Oh yeah, just beat him. But
yeah, exactly.
But like I said, in my opinion, like I said about game 2, I think that that game 2 was the 25 turnover one, right?
No, game 1.
Oh, that was game 1.
Yeah.
So they just got mopped game 2 basically.
They couldn't finish baskets off turnovers.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, I still think that I still think that if the Pacers play to their best ability, like we saw them do yesterday, like to what Hassan said, like that was a showcase of we are a chip level team, at least against these. Yeah, at least against this OKC team. Like,
yeah, me personally, I don't see them being able to duplicate that level of performance. Like that was damn near perfect basketball. You couldn't ask for more from your team. And like, what do you like? If you're Rick Carlisle, there's nothing like you can work on or try to adjust after a game that you got like that. And see, you just have to try to carry the momentum.
But that's what the Pacers are doing this whole playoffs.
Which game are you talking about? I disagree. I think they can get better.
Game 3.
No, because they turned the ball over a lot. If I'm not mistaken, they still won.
Can you check how many turnovers that they had?
Or maybe I'm thinking of game 1 that they turned the
game
ball
1
over
at 19 and 1/2. I don't know if I'm thinking about that one. But
they had 25 in game 1. I'm pretty sure because that was like the whole story.
Game 3, I don't think they turned it over too much. Yeah, you can say limit turnovers and stuff like that, but to force that many turnovers,
I'm sure there's some defensive schemes that they want to implement. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's
they played damn near perfect defense too. Like
pushing 9-point game,
like as good as you can against the MVP.
I guess all right. 102 points,
14 turnovers,
101 points. How much? Or 100 points? How much said?
But this is a really good game that you got from your Pacer players. If they can replicate that again in game 4, then they deserve to win the championship. But I think it's going to be really hard for them to win, especially with a motivated OKC team that knows what they have to do to stay alive at this point. And we'll see who they are when their backs are against the wall, especially Shea, because I want to see if he is one of those transcendent generational players Omari's talking about when we'll see game 4.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Omari's, I don't think so.
Nah, I'm just not that he's not an MVP level player. Like there's MVP level players that aren't transcendent generational players. You know what I mean?
Like who?
People can win MVPs.
Like who?
Joel Embiid.
I'm trying to think.
He is generational in terms of offensive scoring. Do give you 70 points in a game.
I'm just saying, it's not like we've never seen 35.
Karl Malone.
Like that's all I'm like.
What do you mean, Karl Malone is one of the greatest ever?
It's not like we've never seen 35-5 from like.
Yeah, but Karl Malone isn't generational. He's just good, like a good basketball player. Yeah. He has nothing
it's like saying
generational
generational though. It's
Did Barkley have an MVP? Did Barkley have an MVP?
Tim Duncan ain't generational either. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but there's nothing about him that's like you'll never see it again. That's what I meant.
Nobody fundamentals
generational off of like talent.
No, I think Tim Duncan's generational.
his like accomplishments are amazing.
He was generational talent. There's a reason that he was. There's a reason that he was.
I don't know.
High draft.
Okay, so what do you?
He didn't
What
do
do
anything
you
crazy
like?
to me. He didn't do it.
I guess if you look at it that way.
What are you contemplating as generational? As talent? Like, as talent or athlete?
Well, that's another good question. Then, if we're talking about talent or athlete, I'm
question.
looking at it as an athlete. But if we're talking about talent, I guess
Okay.
Tim Duncan falls into that.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
production and shit.
As an athlete,
I'm
then
talking about
Zion's still
production, not just, like,
generational.
talent.
And then
Nah, but I'm talking about like
Yeah,
production.
that's
like,
it. Zion's a
100%.
generational athlete. Ja's a generational athlete. But talent-wise, I don't think Zion, talent-wise,
no
is generational.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm looking at like what they do. Like at the end of the day, like you know what I mean. Somebody can become generational to me if they're just perform generational. Like Jokic was a second round pick. He's generational. You know what I mean? He doesn't do what does he do?
Yeah,
besides pass.
he's
Like his passing is
with his
generational.
mind.
Yeah, that's skill. That's
Yeah, his
generational
passing is
skill
generational.
right there.
But
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like athleticism and shit. Like he's not a generational athlete. You know what I mean? But
I
and
think
he
there's two
was
types
drafted
of
second.
generational.
You know what I mean?
players,
Yeah.
That's a
No,
good
but
point,
to me,
Omar.
it's like production. You know what I mean? Like yes, there's generational talents like coming out the what's called, but generational players, or like you have to show it on the court type shit.
And why don't you
But-
think Shay's not a generational
Good
player?
distinction.
Because I feel like we've seen, like I said, I think we've seen 35 and 5 a million times at this point. You know what
Okay,
I
but
mean?
yeah,
Who's a
we've
million
seen 35,
times?
but we've seen a different
A
way.
million
Like Giannis's,
A million, like who? Kobe,
Yeah.
fucking
I thought-
James
wait, we
Harden.
can't let
Those
that
are like
slide.
two of the
Yeah.
greatest
We
shooting
Can't let
guards
that
ever.
slide.
yeah.
35.
A million times.
Okay, but
Come
I'm
on.
saying like
This
like
ain't
28
regular.
to 29, like you know what I mean? Like book average is
Yeah.
28. You know
I
what I
see where
mean?
you're coming from, but it's like different ways.
It's not
of
35, 5, and 5.
different ways of someone scoring.
Okay, so he's
35.
averaging a lot this year. I give him that. But he also
Giannis's
has a really, really good
35
team.
is going to be different from Stephen Curry's 35. You know what I mean? Different ways.
I think
of
Luka's
output of
34 is way more
basketball.
impressive. Luka's way with 34 is way more impressive than his this year.
Okay, but yeah, he's a generationally skilled player, a superstar.
Yeah, but I think that there's like I still think there's I think there's a little gap between Luka. You know what I mean? Like Luka's level.
Yeah, and you think that Luka can?
and Shea.
You,
I
you
think Luka's a
that that
generational transcendent
generational
person.
talent.
And
Yeah,
I think we can see
I
more
think it's
shades
close,
before
bro.
we
I
can
think
see.
it's close, bro.
I think
I
we can
think you
see. We'll see
disrespected
more
Shea a little bit
shades.
too much.
Honestly,
Nah, he's
yeah,
great.
too,
I'm just saying we'll see way more shades before we'll see Lucas.
I think what
Shay's-
sets Luka apart
Shay's
is
better
his
than Luka
passing.
right now, my opinion.
I don't. I think that's
Right
racist.
now,
Right
he is.
What'd you say?
I
He
think
got
Shay's
blown
better
by.
than
He
Luka.
got blown by more last game or in these playoffs than Luka has.
Who?
I just
SGA?
think
It's
I
Luka
was
only
that.
in the finals. It's only
The finals, yeah. You seen that,
Yeah.
Lopez? He's been getting.
But like
bodied.
that shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. Like
He getting blown by 77%. Yes, it does mean
That team is a
something.
generation.
dude, that doesn't mean they might be driving on his ass like 4 times a game, and that 70% is like 3 times in the whole series. You know, like
Yeah,
I'll take that percentage. I like that percentage.
and you know that Luka's getting targeted more. Like, okay, come on, man. Who
Big
do you want
stat.
defensively, Luka or SGA?
exactly. There's definitely more
Obviously, I
possessions
want
on
SGA
Luka.
defensively, but it's like offensively, I still want Luka like literally 10 times out of 10 times.
No, that's not true. It's not a 10 out of 10 thing. This guy's okay. SJ's got an MVP off of his offensive capabilities this year.
He's
That's how he's
put Luka
playing.
on that team. Is Luka not getting MVP?
No, I don't think so. Honestly,
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
crazy. No, that's insane.
I don't know.
Put
My
that
answer is I don't know.
team-
That's not how basketball works. Though.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
I
still,
just-
like, but
I
okay,
can
with his
agree with
passing,
that.
like their whole scheme is they have a million shooters. You know what I mean? Chet is big. Like, you don't think Luka Doncic would capitalize with that level of roster to
He had a great
It's
roster last
hypothetical.
year.
I like it.
last year? He had a great roster last year.
Last year, he had a roster built around him. It wasn't a great roster, but it was a roster built around him, and he got to the finals.
Oh, you mean the year before that? Oh, no, that was last year.
Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I'm
Last
thinking
year,
about
last
like
year. With Lively.
last year. Still
Kyrie.
sounds like this year. Okay, he
Yeah.
had a good team.
Playoff
Yeah,
Built-
but
was built around him, and he succeeded.
that team wasn't. Was that team as good as OKC right now? The role players.
No,
and
they drafted well. I'm not gonna say it's better than OKC's team, but
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they
But
built
they're
it.
close,
They
bro.
beat OKC.
if Luka
They beat
can average
OKC.
34, like 9-9 with a little bit
Never
worse
forget
team,
us.
like I think that he could do just as well, if not better. Which is already better stats than Shea's putting up on his team. You know what I mean? Like his normal stats are better than Shea's stats. What he's putting up on a much
They're
better team.
different
I
player
feel like you're
comps, so
disrespecting
Omari.
Shea a little
If we're
bit.
looking at
No, I
stats,
get
different
that.
player
I get
comps.
that. I know it's not just stats, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like I'm putting people like are generational to me like when they're literally like a one man force. Like Shea has a really, really, really good team around him. You know what I mean? Like
He's a one-man force.
he's not a. I mean, he
But with
averages
a
a lot of
really,
points. He's
really
not a
good
one man
team,
force
though.
though.
Omari's saying he has a really, really
Yeah.
good team, though.
Okay, but
It's the
whole
same.
team
Like
is
it's
built
not.
off of
He's
Shea.
better
He
than
has an
Tatum to me.
all-NBA
Obviously,
teammate.
he's better than Tatum to me. But like you know what I mean. The Celtics have a really good team. So people are like Tatum's really good. He's averaging 30.
Okay,
but
but
people
without
are like-
the team, Tatum would still be
Like
good.
people,
Without the team,
Shea,
SGA would
like
still be good.
Tatum's stats. Well, okay, Shea's averaging 34 this year, so that's a lot.
You
But
can
Tatum's
talk
stats
about
have been
like
really,
that,
really
Russ
good
Westbrook.
and maybe better. You know what I mean? doing the same thing, and it's like he hasn't even been. I know that is also Jokic and them like taking MVPs, but he's not even barely ever considered. Like he's like hardly top 3, even when he has 30 points on the first seed.
Okay, but these guys are still going to be good regardless of the team they're on.
No, I think they'll be good, but I'm just saying that when it comes to you taking a team success, like I'm just saying if you're taking like team success and everything, like it's gonna make Shea look even better because he's in the finals doing it. But it's just like Luka's still a better player.
I don't know because I feel like the whole team.
I also think last year was really like bad. Last year was a really bad like. If we were rating like this season, Shea's season this year, and Luka's season last year, Luka's season was better.
We can't do that. We're in a new year.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying that recency bias of this year, having like a shitty second half and everything, and injuries and everything, like, I think it just dampens. You know what I mean? It dampens how people see Luka because he came back and it was okay, but not really because there's context to why our team was so bad. You know what I mean? He wasn't even playing. He was
a big guy and he didn't perform as well. Like he got eliminated in the first round. You got to take into context of him.
That's all the context of the
right. He got hurt, but. I mean, he got hurt earlier in the season, but he's still the same Luka. Like,
but you got to rehab to come back. You got to adjust to the new team. Insane trade, like, yes, that's what context
rehab.
is.
We're using rehab as an argument
as to why he look slow when he got back in the second season. Now people are gonna use that second half of the season to judge him his entire and say he's not as good as Shea now. Like, that's what I'm saying. They're using
SJ is better. He had a better season. SJ is better.
I said okay, but I said Luka's better.
He had a better season than Luka. Huh?
This year, yes, but I'm saying Luke in total. I'm still gonna say Luka's better just because Luka didn't have the best season this year. Like you can't just be like, oh, he didn't have the best season, so he's now Shea's better. Like
I think Hassan is just playing.
I mean, it was close last year too. It was a 1 and 2.
Hassan, is your point trying to say like you think Shea this year just had a better year than Luka? That's it, simple.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. But I'm like, you can't just use that to say now Shea's better. Like when there's without using any type of context. You know what I mean? Like
I did.
Like Tyrese is better than Luka too now. Then like you know what I mean? Like
how?
Because the finals
run. I'm saying the whole season.
He didn't get bumped in the first. Okay, but so I'm saying like he was hurt. He came back slow to a new team with no center. Like,
okay.
What do you expect to happen to our team? Like, you can't put that on Luka and say now Luka's not as good because we didn't have a single center that was playable in the playoffs. Like,
so you're blaming the roster for his level of like inadequacy.
He wasn't like he was not that bad. You know what I mean? Defensively, he was pretty bad, but it's just like like I said, all that plays into account. If you're coming off knee injury, he obviously has that fucking bloody knee every game. Like, you know what I mean? And he was fat.
I mean, I agree. He's not that
bad. There's a lot of context. I think that
you want to compare
he will mind niggas this year. At the end of the day, like
if you want to compare the last 2 seasons, SGA has been better the last 2 seasons combined.
I mean,
Luka had a really good year last year, though.
SGA because SGA was MVP candidate last year too.
So was it? Luka
beat him last year too, Hus. Don't forget, and he averaged like 34.
And put that nigga away. And set that nigga home with 5. He was a highest seed and he set that nigga home with 5, bro. I forgot. I can't. Thank you, Gabe. How are you gonna talk about this?
I'm talking about the 2-year thing you said. I'm talking about the 2-year thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like this was such a. But this was such a weird year. Like this was such a weird Luka year. This is the first year of his entire career. This is the first year of his entire career, and he was still averaged 28, like 9 and 7. Like my fault. Like, you know what I mean? Like his down year was 28, 9 and 7.
28, 9, 7.
Like how are we gonna say now a nigga just because he's on a first seed averaging 30, he's better than a nigga who averages 30, almost a triple double, 30 points, and made it to the finals the year before.
He loses the Pacers in 5. Hassan, what are you gonna say about this now?
That's not gonna have anything to do with.
Then he's not one of them guys. And is Luka lost 2 in the finals?
But in 5 by the Celtics. So I don't hear.
So, what's your point for Luka?
I'm not saying the finals lost in the That was me.
I think Luka
last 2 seasons, SJ has been more consistent than Luka Doncic, and he has an MVP. Luka doesn't, and he had a better season.
Oh, brother! Oh my God! Nah, bro.
MVP is
so bad. Like that's so content. Like no, it's not even that. It's just it's also how the seasons go. Like.
You're trying to put SJ
this nigga Luka lost it to who did Luka lose it to? Embiid or Jokic?
Jokic won.
Jokic, right? It's just like
I just think you're giving a bunch.
The only reason he won is because the nigga's tired of giving it to Jokic.
Yeah, okay, but Luka wasn't even in the conversation.
Obviously, the nigga didn't play enough games. He didn't play enough games. What do you want him to do? He wasn't gonna be in no conversation.
Okay,
he played like 50 games.
Bro, he was illegal to play.
I thought you were
he wasn't qualified regardless.
Take injury into account. Injury allows him not to be in
the
the
game.
You can't
just all right. So Tatum's worse than everyone in the league right now. Tatum's the worst nigga in the league.
What do you mean?
Because he can't walk. He can't walk, so he's the worst in the league.
Who said that?
You have to take injuries into account. He's injured.
No, I'm saying him not playing in basketball games, you have to take into account. Like SJ playing in games, you're taking that away from SJ.
It's not. How is that his fault? Like it's the how is that his fault? He got injured.
Okay, that's reality, Omari. Something life isn't fair.
One season, I understand. No, I understand if it's bro. When it's Kawhi, when it's Zion in them, I understand. Like it hinders their team year after year. You know what I mean? It's the first year that's ever happened to Luka, and it like you can't give him any like slack for coming back slow or being fat because when he was on his ass for 4 months, you know what I mean? Like
I'm giving him slack. He's a top 5 player in the NBA. That's enough slack. No, I'm just saying he's not better than SGA right now.
Nah, that's
crazy. And SGA has proved it.
That's just crazy recency bias. That's my main point. Is that it's recency bias. Yeah, my main point is that it's just complete recency bias. There's nothing besides the second half of last season to say that. You know what I mean? In their entire careers.
It is recency bias.
Meanwhile, SGS had a longer career too.
Okay, people can't develop? I'm saying right now, Luka has a better career than SGA, obviously. I'm not arguing that.
Okay, but I was saying, like, we see it's because you can't see a nigga every single year be a fucking generational damn near best in the league. And then he has an injury, comes back slow with the blockbuster trade. Like I said, the historic trade, insane. Who knows what emotions are going through the nigga head at the time? You know what I mean? Like, and then he comes back. Yes, because it's context.
You're mental.
It's real. Yeah, like it's real shit.
I'm looking at numbers. I'm looking at performances.
Okay.
One guy
well, like I said, if you just take context, if you take all context out of everything, we can have some crazy conversation here.
Well, sometimes it's just black and white. I'm looking at
it's not. That's not black and white at all. Okay, well you shouldn't. Like if you're gonna compare two individual players, like you can't like you take team like and then you take the team success into account so much. Like I say you take team success a lot into account when it's not like you overstate it. Like this just because these niggas in the finals in the first seed like and shit doesn't mean that this nigga is better than Luka now because Luka lost in the first round. You know what I mean? Like
I mean he's the reason why his team's the first seed and why other players are all NBA talents too.
You be training J-Dub?
I'm just saying he makes them better. He makes the players better.
He be training.
Like I said, I don't want to take nothing away from SGA because I love SGA. It's like actually I'm lying. I don't like that nigga.
I still think it's pretty close, honestly.
I'm lying. I can't even.
I'm lying.
Finish that sentence. Yeah, that nigga be power baiting too much, makes me mad. But I respect his game. You know what I mean? His success and whatever. But I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, oh, he's better than Luka now. When Luka showed me the entire up until the second half of last season that he's always been better. You know what I mean? And then now that he has his
things can change like that though. Like
his team changed. That's what changed.
A couple years ago, we were saying, "Oh, LeBron."
Okay, say team got better.
The next thing you know, Jokic comes.
He still is
an MVP. Jokic wins another MVP. Insane stats.
LeBron was still a better player.
So LeBron was better than Jokic.
What year did he win his first MVP?
Jokic.
Yeah, when he was 6 seed or something, right?
Yeah, I think
LeBron was still better than the year. I think it was 2020 or something.
NBA MVPs.
I think
you
get
what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, because it was Jokic, then Jokic, then Embiid, then Jokic, then Shea.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
2019, 2020. Giannis back to back. You could say Giannis was the best player in the NBA at the time.
No, but Jokic had to go. I thought Jokic won 3 of the last 5.
He won 2021, 2020, 2021, 21,
now
2022.
3 of the last 5.
It's because I was 19 and that's 6 years. That's why I was tripping off for 19 and 20.
Yeah,
I forgot Giannis.
But my whole point is you can be at the top, and then you can just drop just like that.
He got injured in 21, so that's what I'm not saying. But in 2020,
okay, and injuries can like.
Nah, I'm lying. Giannis had a better season. Giannis had a better season than LeBron did 2020.
Whoever wins.
No, actually, no. Fuck that. Fuck that. We was in.
You can lose skill, or someone can surpass you just like that in the NBA.
No, LeBron should have won.
I'm not be whole season. Take emotion into account in a trade. None of that.
Bro, okay, but like I said, you can't just be like, he's doing this, he's doing this. It's only because of skill.
I didn't say it's only because of skill. I think Luka has more skill than SGA. I just think SGA is a better player because he knows how to contribute to winning, and he's done it for more consistently than
That's
Luka.
not even true. That's literally not true.
The past 2 seasons, he has.
It's too. All right, man. All right,
we're
gonna agree to disagree. Luka's gonna average 35, 10, and 10 next season, win MVP.
And if he does, I'll say
we can talk about this in the offseason a lot more. We could talk about this in the offseason a lot more.
All right.
What do we even have on the agenda? Do we even get to anything on the agenda? Like,
who do you think is gonna win Game 4?
Thunder.
Pacers.
Oh, really?
Give me the Pacers.
I think it's a wrap. I think that the Pacers is really good. They've shown that they've been really good at home. I don't think that the OKC will play as bad as they did this game.
It was pretty close yesterday, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it was pretty close, but I think it'll be another close game next. I don't think they're gonna get blown out, but the Pacers seem really in control. I think that Game 2 was kind of like a wake up call. I think that now that they when you get punched in the mouth, you know what I mean? It's like how you react. Yeah. So I think that they reacted beautifully in their first game at home. So I hope they win next game. You know what I mean? I'm not rooting for that bum over there. So, but I think that they if they continue to play well-rounded as well-rounded as they are, I think that they'll win. But you never know. It's the finals right now. And it seems like it could be a 7-game series.
I mean, once you go down 3-1,
okay, say you did. But yeah, once you go down 3-1, that's why I'm hoping that they get them out in 6. But it could be a 7-game series. So.
Yeah. What about you,
Gabe?
I think
the Pacers are going to win too. Yeah, I got the Pacers winning at Game 4 at home. I think Siakam, Nembhard, Hallie are all going to have good games. I think I see them doing good, but I know it was close the whole game. And I know like the last 3-4 minutes, it kind of like went away to the Pacers' favor. Like it was just like moment after moment. But I think this one will actually go even closer down to the wire. I don't think Shea's going to have a bad game again, in my opinion. I could easily see him dropping 35 plus, like we were saying. And Game 3 was just a fluke bad game. But man, I have the Pacers winning. They've been doing what they're doing all this playoff series. Everyone was still saying, oh, they can't do it again. They can't beat this team. Like they're doing it, and they're doing it like as the underdog every time. So they've done it 12 times now. I'm going to pick the Pacers now. I have to.
I guess. Jumping off the ship, SMH. I'm going Thunder in 4. Or Thunder wins Game 4.
Thunder in 4.
I think Thunder in 4. That's a bit too late now. Yeah, I think
this is June 12th, 2025.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's over.
I feel like they have to respond, or if it's like a must-win situation for them, and we'll see how they respond. I still feel like they're the better team from a skill standpoint, and I feel like they're gonna adjust pretty well. And we'll see if they do. But I got Thunder in 4. Thunder winning Game 4.
Not again, bro. It's over, bro.
Thunder in 4. Thunder in 4. What you say? You thought you got Thunder, Bess?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in saying that the Thunder will win. I think they look at the tape, they can point out 2 clear and obvious issues: is the lack of focus and the lack of physicality, which I think they've been able to play with through this postseason run. So I think those things are able to be cleaned up. You add on top of the fact that they had a postseason high amount of turnovers. They never had more than 16 prior to Game 3. So I feel confident that they're going to have a sense of urgency, knowing how important the game is, and they'll be able to go back home tied 2-2.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a 7-game NBA Finals just for entertainment, for our sake.
Me too, but it is a huge winner go home. It's a must win for the Thunder for sure.
I put money that the Thunder will win. I'm pretty confident that they're gonna pull it out, honestly.
Dude, but if they don't, what if they don't?
They don't. Fraud watch.
Dude, going down 3-1.
They're not coming back down 3-1.
These combos are gonna be crazy, Huss. If Pacers go up 3-1, the combos are gonna be insane.
Yeah, they will be crazy.
I'm telling you right now.
They will be crazy. Who do you?
Dude, SG is going to the bottom 15 players of the league. I swear. I'm kidding. That's obviously I'm trolling.
Nah, come on, man.
Yeah. Who do you guys think is going to win MVP or Finals MVP? Obviously, SGA's been hooping on the OKC side, but for the Pacers, it feels like it's a team collective. You got Ben Mathurin giving you 30.
Give me TJ McConnell, bro. I think
TJ McConnell helping you win games. And then Game 1, even Obi Toppin have 5 threes. Like, it's a team effort. And then I feel like Hallie just kind of finishes games for you to win, but you really don't know who could win it depending on how the series ends. Who do you think is going to win?
I know I can't give you an answer. It's hard.
Thomas Bryant.
Yeah, I don't know.
TB.
I'm gonna hope Tyrese. I hope Tyrese. Like I said, it's about how you respond to getting punched in the mouth. I liked how he played last game. He was aggressive. He had almost a triple-double. I think if he continues to play aggressive, you know what I mean? They win. I forgot what their win rate is when he scores 20 points. It's like something stupid. Like it's like they're literally like
undefeated in the playoffs.
Yeah, in the playoffs, yeah. But I think even in the regular season,
it's too early to say. It's 2 more games they go win.
It's just like you would think that like the analytics would see that and then be like, nigga, go shoot. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's a flow of the game though. You know?
Yeah, I know it's a flow. He's definitely like, rhythm, flow of the game type of dude. Like he doesn't care about taking his shots, but if you're good at it, like you just got, you know what I mean? Like if it's shown to be effective, like just be aggressive. You know what I mean? Like that's what's winning them these games at the end of the day. When they get the ball out early, when he's going downhill, you know what I mean? When they're getting like those early kickouts, like I was like, even at the end, like I was dying laughing because like I was watching like LeBron, the Mind the Game, and they were talking about like how Hallie throws it ahead so much, and because that's like a lost art in the game because it doesn't like them get set. It was funny because even at the end of the game, like I forgot who they threw it to last game, but they were trying to foul and they still couldn't foul because they threw it ahead, and Siakam got a layup. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just funny. I started laughing because I'm like, they literally couldn't. They passed it so fast that they couldn't even foul him for the thing. You know what I mean? Like, or even try to stop that bucket. Yeah, and I'm like, and it was 30 seconds in the game. He was still threw it. You know what I mean? Threw it all the way ahead with 30 seconds left in the game. Like,
system's built off of his skill set.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
dude,
like,
OKC look
if they continue to do that, because they play so much. Like the Pacers play so many possessions in the game. Like you're running a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like if you're OKC, you got to try to play your pace. Try to get them trapped into your pace, but it's so hard because like you said, Tyrese pushes the ball so much. Like they force you to play fast, and that's why OKC is going small, and they're getting.
And they do it off makes too, which is even funnier.
Exactly, it's just pace.
And they create fast break points that they're not fast break points counted in the stats, but they're like Braun was saying that they're really fast break points. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's a good point. I also feel like Cali is probably going to win it because like the games that they do win so far, he obviously was the hero game 1, and then game 3 you have a 20-10. So as long as you have like good enough scoring outputs or impactful like stat lines in your wins, he's probably going to win it at the end of the day. But I mean, if Benedict Mathurin just keeps like showing out, and
someone have to go on a heater the rest of the season.
If Ben has a heater or something like that, then you never know.
I thought you got a Nembhard 30 bomb. I feel it.
Nembhard's been playing really well
because he can do that. Nembhard could give you 25 like easily, like Mathurin gave you 25, or Obi Toppin gives you 20 with like 6 threes or some shit, or Neesmith giving you like, remember that one game on the Knicks? He had like 7 threes or some shit.
Yeah, yesterday's game gave me
the team is OP.
Yeah, bro. Yesterday's game gave me faith in like Best saying like what Best said of the NBA kind of shifting into a more team focused oriented like team to win the finals, because like I don't know if Tyrese is a superstar, but if he is a superstar, like everybody else is contributing to helping them win basketball games, and it's 100% a team effort as to why they win games, not an individual effort like SJ giving you 30 plus to lead your team to a win. It's everybody as a collective, the bench, coaching, like lineups, everything, you know. And that gave me faith. So if Pacers do it, then I do have faith in not having a superstar or centric way of winning. Yeah, ethical hoops. That it could be done in today's modern NBA.
I'm excited though. I'm excited. I really like these playoffs.
Yeah, it's been really good. All right, I had a would you rather for past finals MVPs. I wanted to hear your guys' take on who you would take.
All right.
All right. First one, we got 2023 Nikola Jokic, who averaged 30, 14, and 7, or 2021 Giannis Antetokounmpo, who gave you 35, 13, and 5.
So you're saying playoff? So this is like talking about their playoff run or their season? Like, what are we talking about?
Just the finals.
Just the finals.
Just the finals.
I'm going with Giannis.
So the one against
pretty easily,
Suns?
bro. You had the block against DeAndre Ayton. You had that lob with Drew Holiday. You know, you had all these. You had a 50-point closeout game. You know, the first championship for Denver too, so credit. But I think that series was a little bit tougher. The Phoenix Suns team, I'll give them a little more credit than the Miami Heat team, even though I think they're even. So I'm gonna go with Giannis here. That was a really good series from him, one of the all-time great ones.
Yeah. Give me Giannis as well. He came back down 0-2, buddy. That was crazy. And they were sitting on the sidelines laughing. I remember this. 50-point game. 50-point game too, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
That was a heartbreak of a lifetime for Devin. Wait, so what's the question?
Oh, God.
Who you taking? Nikola Jokic in 2023 or Giannis in 21 for Finals MVP? Just strictly off their Finals performances.
I just feel like Jokic's is easier. That's why I give it to Giannis.
Yeah. I'll go Giannis in that case.
Yeah,
I still think Giannis played better, honestly.
Yeah, I do.
If it's like season, if it's like season, or like
they have a 50-point closeout game. That's what it comes down to for me. 50 points in a game 6.
Yeah, Giannis went Superman mode, especially going down 0-2. Like it's like knowing the pressure, and especially watching the finals right now, going down 0-2, and think like the odds be winning a series going down 0-2. Him showing up and then giving you 50s, the blocks, like being locked in is way more respect than what Jokic did, because I do think the Heat were on a fairy tale run. But Jokic took care of business, man, and he gave you.
He was expected to. He was expected to take care of business, though, Hassan. Are we wrong?
Giannis too, no.
Giannis going down 0-2 was like, okay, this dude got to step up right here, right now, or we're losing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he did it.
And he did.
I'm going Giannis too.
What a good series, bro.
Yeah. All right, this one's good. We got 2022 Stephen Curry, my man, first Finals MVP, averaging 31, 6, and 5. Or LeBron's first chip with Miami.
LeBron.
You didn't even know what I'm about to say.
LeBron.
He averaged 28, 10, and 7. So this is the 2011 Bron where he beat OKC.
You mean 2012?
Yeah, 11-12 season.
Yeah, I'm taking LeBron. 12 season LeBron was crazy. So
I don't know. That Curry was being counted out that year. I don't know. This is harder than I think.
Curry had a good series, but I don't think this is even close.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, it's LeBron James in the peak of his prime. Like, this is Curry when he's 35.
I feel like he's playing a weaker, like a young, inexperienced OKC team.
Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and Harden first seed.
Okay, Harden wasn't the Harden that we know him to be. He was a six man a year. Westbrook is still young, and KD's like, he's MVP, but he hasn't been here before. LeBron has been in the playoffs multiple times.
But everyone was hating on him for losing to the Mavericks that last season. Yeah. You got to remember the type of
this was like type of
pressure shit that was on his name. That shit that was being talked about him back then, bro. And he went out there and dominated the Thunder like it was nothing.
Yeah, Curry was being disrespected. No one thought he was going to be the Celtics.
No one disrespected Curry, bro. He just never got a Finals MVP. No one was disrespecting him.
Nobody thought they were going to get that Celtics team. In my opinion, from what I've seen on the internet, people didn't think that.
Oh no, yeah, the Celtics were favored, weren't they?
That's how it was. That's how it was.
It's not to him though. That's what I would say. Like that in that context, it's not just Curry. Like it's the team.
Without his 31, we wouldn't have won.
I think Curry.
Of course, you did.
I think
he had a good series. No one's denying.
He was great, yeah. No, but we've got to say that people were hating on him going into.
Who you comparing him to? Let's just take that.
Didn't think that the Warriors were better than the Celtics.
If I'm comparing like the pressure,
LeBron's team was better though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
they're gonna win.
I don't think so. Like we talk about the role players.
Bum Clay and JP.
Outside of Wade and Bosh, I think the role players on the Warriors were better.
I feel like that level of LeBron was good enough to like take on that team not by himself.
That's why he's the better player in the series.
He's a better player. But I'm talking about the run. Who they're playing.
The run. I think Curry gets.
We're not talking about the run. We're talking about the series, the final series.
Yeah, the run of the series, like the context within the series.
I swear Curry was versing an all-time the first in the league defense. I don't know if Thunder were first in the league defense.
Cooking Derek White. I don't remember that. He made him go bald. Gabe made him go bald.
Tatum didn't show up either, so
Oh well, I mean, well.
Defense.
I guess it depends what you value more. Curry. To be honest,
I'm going Curry too.
Non-biased,
of course.
Andrew Wiggins had a really good series, bro. Let's not forget they was about to give him the Finals MVP.
Yeah, but he's not Bosh.
They was having
he's
some
not
combos.
Bosh or Wade though.
I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying like they had good help too. I think outside of the like I said, the two guys like you talk about Jordan Poole, Draymond Green. Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson still do. He had a good series, if I'm not mistaken, in the finals. Like he wasn't bad, like he was.
He played well, but obviously Curry.
Yeah, Wiggs, Poole, and Klay all play good. And
Curry being a superstar is the reason that they did it, though.
Yeah,
no, for sure. He deserves his final MVP.
Facts.
But I'm just saying, 2012 Bron.
Yeah, I mean, it's a young OKC team.
First chip, all that pressure. Like nigga, Steph had 3 chips already. Like he didn't.
Let's not
like,
forget
I know he had
Looney
his.
boarding up on him. Like
I know he had his Finals MVP pressure. I know he had his Finals MVP pressure, but he didn't have his nigga. You don't even got a chip, and you 0-2 in the finals. Like,
yeah, I understand it. That it's close for me, but yeah, I'm leaning Steph. All right, next one. 2019, bro. 2019 Kawhi, where he averaged 28, 10, and 4, or 2011 Dirk with the 26, 10, and 2.
Man, give me Dirk. That's not even close. Respectfully,
I think it's Dirk.
just because of who Kawhi played in the finals. Fucking everyone was dead. Like, respectfully, everybody died. And I'm not saying that he didn't have a good series, but it was a lot easier than people expected it to be. I think if they even just had Klay, it would have been close and then you could maybe argue it. But
look who Dirk played.
Look at that. If they had KD, then
look who Dirk played.
Yeah, literally.
That big 3.
Yeah, so that's definitely.
I think
that's arguably the most impressive championship, like in the finals in NBA history.
Even to this day, we still talk about it as the most impressive title.
You know, like in terms of being like these niggas beat Kobe.
So with Pacers,
you know what I mean? They beat the defending champs. I'm pretty sure they beat the first seed. You know what I mean? Like they had a hard ass run.
Kawhi's run is pretty crazy too. He had one of the greatest shots in playoff history.
He beat Giannis.
Talking about finals though.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about Omari's point. I'm just talking about.
Yeah. No, I get they both had really good runs, but that one, I think that one they went through some of the hardest teams in history. Like you know, what I mean, not even just. But they also went against, like when we talk about the finals, they went up against one of the better teams in history. You know what I mean? I know that it's not on paper because they didn't do much. They lost or whatever, but it's just like going into that, no one even thought they had a chance really. Like the Heatles were supposed to be fucking Jesus Christ walking on
not
wood,
one,
you know what I mean?
Not two,
not one or two. Yeah, exactly. So like, and I'm still frustrated that nigga didn't win that, but you know, it happens.
Find the odds. Rick Carlisle was coach for this team too, huh?
Yep. He know how to do this.
One of the greatest coaches ever, making a resume for it.
I think he had this one
season.
If he wins the season, if he wins his chip, he's gonna catapult himself up.
100%. Sure. All right, this one.
That's honestly two of the because he's. I don't want to stay on this too long, but this is also a crazy like underdog wise. You know what I mean? Like these niggas on paper aren't supposed to even be up at all. You know what I mean? Everyone thought it was. A lot of people thought it was 4 or 5.
Yeah. All right, this next one is straight dominance and somebody coming back from a series. So we got 2000 Shaq going 38 and 17.
Give me LeBron, bro. Give me LeBron.
Okay, LeBron 30, 11 and 9. 2016.
In 26. Come on, bro. That's the greatest finals comeback. That might be the greatest comeback in playoff history.
Might be the most dominant
finals.
Shaq might have given you the most dominant performance in finals.
No, Shaq was dominant, but they had Kobe too, and they was running through the whole fucking
38 and 17 though, Bez. In the finals,
but I'm not arguing. Is that Philly?
Well, what's more impressive to me? What's more impressive?
Yeah. Huh?
Is that the Philly series?
Philly.
Dog, they were down like 30 in the second half, no, or some shit.
Honestly, I'm more impressed with Allen Iverson for taking a singular game off those Lakers than with Shaq of what he did. Respectfully.
38 and 17 is crazy. But yeah, LeBron. Can't argue a 30, 11 and 9 coming back down 3-1
against 73 and 9 Warriors.
Yeah. Context is everything for that series. I honestly think that's the greatest like finals win ever because it's never been done before. I don't think it'll ever be done before.
Until it's like 3-0 comeback, it's not going to be beat.
That'll be the first, until the 3-0 comeback. But even going down 3-1 in the finals, like we're talking about that with the Thunder, if they go down 3-1, the reason why I don't think they'll come back in a 3-1 scenario is because of experience. Like LeBron and Kyrie, Kevin Love, these guys are all experienced. J.R. Smith, everybody on the roster had experience.
Yeah,
only go home, give you a 40-40, show up like mentally locked in as a team. Game 7 in Oracle and just like show up, block one of the clutchest shots ever. Like that 2016 run, you need to have experience. You need to be one of those guys. And I think it was just the perfect situation, perfect scenario for that team.
Yeah, there's no way Chet's locking in going down 3-1.
Yeah,
he's going home and eating some oxtails, bro. Like, ain't no way. Respectfully, he's too young. He's just too young.
Exactly. And there's no way J-Dub's giving you what Kyrie gave you in that run. Like
Like everybody who's on that Caps team, like understood what it took because they probably failed so many times before. Kevin Love never made the playoffs. Like he's like, I ain't coming back here, bro. I'm about to lock in.
Yeah. You understood the assignment and you trusted your leader to like the fullest extent. Perfect basketball for that. For them.
I do agree that if it ever happened again, it'd have to be like a vet team coming back against like a younger team or something like that.
And then you have one of the greatest players ever too. Like it'd have to be one of those guys coming up, maybe like 1B year 10 or something like that.
Fucking Luka year 13. Like,
yeah, that's the only way that something like that could happen. 03 could happen, maybe. You never know.
That'd be nuts. It should happen like at some point. It's never happened in the playoffs, period.
Yeah,
I think it will eventually.
It'd have to be like a team that's just like super favored. They just come back and figure it out or something.
Or someone gets hurt and it just changes everything.
Yeah. All right, the next one, the last one I have is the LeBron Stopper Finals MVPs. 2015, Andre Iguodala, who gave you 16, 6, and 4. Or 2014, Kawhi Leonard gave you 18, 6, and 2.
I want Iguodala.
Damn, that's hard though.
It is.
No, honestly, I'm gonna go with Kawhi. I'm gonna go with Kawhi because that should put him on the map.
They really won the series because of Kawhi. Like Iguodala, you know what I mean? Like he didn't really play that defense on Bron to get that.
You could argue
that either. Like, huh? That's like one of my funny. That's like one of the funniest. Where you lagging?
You're gone. You're gone.
Yeah, you're lagging. We'll give it a second.
Go back to Wi-Fi, brother.
He got DDoS.
God damn.
what am I looking at? This is scary. Hus looks like a paralysis demon or something.
I think you're a hotspot right now, bro. Go back to the internet.
I said switch back to the LAN. Go to Wi-Fi. Go to Wi-Fi.
All right.
Oh, no, he really
just keep talking, Omari.
What was it? I forgot the. Oh wait, now you're good now. Now he's good. He's teleported.
All right, I'm back.
You're good now. Okay,
I switched to Wi-Fi.
He started blinking.
All right, so you
just stay on Wi-Fi, bro. That hotspot was whack.
On.
No, you're good. You're good for us.
I'm on Wi-Fi right now, but it's in and out.
It was.
Bro. I'm crying.
We are the final
just say something.
Should I leave and come back?
No, you good, bro.
You're good.
Hello.
I'm removing him. I don't think he can hear us.
No,
is he trolling? Is he trolling?
I forgot what we were talking about because that's not laughing at this thing.
All right, kicked him. Hopefully he'll come back.
What was our?
I don't even remember what he said.
It was. Yeah.
Kawhi versus Iggy.
I'm sure he was gonna say that this nigga Iggy like Bron stats are ridiculous and he got the fucking thing for quote unquote being a LeBron stopper. Like I think that at least
Kawhi put in way more work than Iggy. Honestly.
One Kawhi played better defense, and then two, he was also an offensive reason they won. Also, you know what I mean? It wasn't just because he played defense. Like he averaged 18. It was like a coming out thing type shit.
If you think about Iggy, like that was his literally only job was to stop LeBron because he had Steph, Clay, Dre. You look at Kawhi,
he averaged 16, but it was like a Kawhi
it was an out of body experience for him to average 16. Let me just say that. Like that was just rare for him. He wasn't even doing that on a regular. But that's only 16 points. If you look at Kawhi, I think he had to do more work because at that point Tim Duncan was like 38, Tony Parker was old, so he was kind of like the next guy up. Like he had more responsibility on the offensive side as well. Yeah,
I agree. That was good. That was my point too. I think he had way more responsibility.
House is back.
Am I good?
Yes, you're good.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right.
All right.
Technical difficulties, but we back.
Dog, that killed
Anything
me.
to add? We picked Kawhi because we said he had more offensive and defensive responsibility.
Yeah, I picked Kawhi too because, like you said, that series put him on the map, and he just continued to grow after that too, from an offensive standpoint. But if you look at this LeBron stats against Iggy, it's like a kind of a fake LeBron stopper award.
Yeah,
and I feel like Kawhi needs more credit for what he did defensively, so I go Kawhi. That was my last one. If anyone had any more finals MVPs. It's kind of hard to choose.
For us.
All right.
We going. You got anything else to add before I hop into this?
No, I just had another segment after.
Yeah, another segment.
Right. Yeah.
We're gonna do the.
It's not a long
BDL community segment. Okay, we're gonna see how many of our fans know ball. All right. So we got a bunch of our community polls up here, and I'm gonna be asking you questions about them. We're gonna see how many of our fans know ball. You're gonna have to tell me a percentage, and if you want to track points for this, we can. I don't really care, but if you want to, we can. So how it's gonna work is
in our chat.
Yeah, I could. So person who guesses the closest gets 2 points. The second closest gets 1 point, and the person who's not the closest gets 0. So we're gonna do it like that. So how it's gonna work is our community polls are usually 2 options, right? So we base it off, for example, let me get one that I'm not gonna use, right? I'm gonna use these. All right, let me do this one. Who's a better coach, right? Ime Udoka versus Kenny Atkinson. So I'm gonna ask you, what percentage of our fans think Ime Udoka is a better head coach than Kenny Atkinson? And then y'all will say like 64% think Ime Udoka, or 38%. You just make your guess, and whoever's the closest gets 2 points. The second closest gets 1, and then I'll let you know, and then we could see what if our fans really know ball. Because some of these polls, the results I thought were pretty interesting. So I want to see what you guys think and how that compares to what the fans were saying. All right.
All right. I'll keep score.
Okay. Cool. So this is the one between duos. I asked our fans, which duo are you taking, LeBron and Luka or Steph and Jimmy? The winner was Luka and LeBron. How many percentage do you think picked LeBron and Luka over Steph and Jimmy?
78.
All right.
Gabe.
What about you guys? You can copy somebody. I really don't care. Do decimals too, by the way. No, actually, there's no decimals. Never mind. Don't do decimals.
Yeah.
I'll type my answer. I'll do the 88.
I'll go 67.
Okay. It was 75%. 75%.
Nice. Easy money.
LeBron and Luka.
Come on now.
I'm second closest.
You know I know my LeBron and Luka. Got something to do with LeBron, I'm winning.
There you go. All right. This one is pretty interesting, all right? I asked our fans, who's better between Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker? Anthony Edwards won the poll. What percentage of fans do you think picked Anthony Edwards over Devin Booker?
Dude, I think it's Anthony Edwards high because...
Just make a guess. Make a guess.
72.
72.
I said 63.
Oh, wow.
Hassan? You said the same thing as me? It's kind of crazy.
So what'd you guys say? Say it again.
No. 72.
We both said 72.
I said 63.
89% of people picked Anthony Edwards.
More aura.
I have recency bias.
Do me and Gabe get 2 points? Omari 0?
Yeah. No, well, yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, they got to split 1.
Or you guys split 1.
Yeah,
Fuck that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
We'll
don't get both get 2.
All right, I'll take 1 point, even though we said at the same time. That was crazy.
Yeah, we did.
I'll take the 0, but y'all got to split 1. That's crazy.
All right, I'll do rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Who is better all time, Dwayne Wade or James Harden? Okay, Dwayne Wade won this poll. What percentage of fans do you think, or do you think Dwayne Wade is better than James Harden?
54.
Nah, I'm gonna go
65%.
I'm gonna go 75.
80% say Dwayne Wade, which is a little crazy. That's a big difference.
What?
80 to 20.
They don't know ball.
80 to 20.
They know ball.
They do not know ball.
They know ball.
James Harden is better.
Omari's cooking in this one. He just got 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh, do it around. Okay.
I'm down. I'm only down 1 though.
How?
Okay.
I have 4.
I have 3.
How do you have nigga? Oh yeah. No, how?
You got 0 points.
Yeah. I be forgetting you have 3 points.
I got to check in the
All
chat.
right, 0.
On check.
I asked our fans, who's the better player right now, LeBron James or Jason Tatum? Jason Tatum won this poll. Can you guess how many percentage of fans
It doesn't matter.
said Jason Tatum was better?
Was it this year?
It is this year. These are all going to be from this year.
I'd say 65.
I'll say 54.
52.
Can't be high.
It is 52%. This one was close.
This nigga's a hoe. You gotta move. This is wild. Close to our fucking number. Oh ass nigga. Like, I am cooking too. Oh my god, it's whatever. At least I got the. So we're tied now. All right, it's 5-5.
No, I'm up.
How?
5-4. I got 2 points. You got 1.
I got 1.
Oh yeah, we're tied.
I said 54. Yeah.
Right. So write down the total so we're not confused.
It's 5-5. What's Gabe? You got a point, Gabe? Oh yeah, 1.
I got 1. Don't let me get 1. Don't let me get 1.
Don't let Gabe get 1. All right. Let's see this. This is interesting. I don't even know if I could do this because
can we get double points going so I can come back?
You know already tied now.
I asked our fans, who is the better player, Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson? How many of our fans picked Donovan Mitchell over Jalen Brunson?
How many?
Oh,
what percentage?
So it could be high or low, right? Because we don't know the outcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna phrase it like that. That way.
Thank you. That's way better.
I was thinking about that. Like, if you don't even tell us the results of the poll.
I was trying to figure out how to say it. I figured it out. It's just how many percent picked Donovan over Jalen. So we're gonna do that because then I was thinking about this next question.
I'm going 72%.
I'm going 69.
Oh,
63.
Freaky, huh?
Gave you a freaky for real.
It is 75%.
Let's go.
Do I get a point or I get 0?
If you're not the first or second closest, you get 0, buddy.
Well, what was Gabe? What was Omari?
Second.
Your second one?
Omari was 63. I get 1, right?
63.
Yeah, you get 1.
Yes, let's go. Coming back. How many more do we have?
What, you want me to stop?
No, he wants to know how
he's
going
to
get back into it.
All right.
Let me get another one.
This one, I asked our fans who should take the last shot between LeBron James and Luka Doncic. What percentage of people do you think picked LeBron James?
50%.
Luka Doncic.
I'm gonna phrase it that way so y'all don't know if it's high or low. What percentage of people pick LeBron?
Percentage of people pick LeBron. I'll say 55.
Omari? Bro's not locked in.
What was the question again? I heard Bron. That's all I heard.
This guy.
I heard Bron.
Who should take the last shot, Luka or LeBron? What percentage of people pick LeBron?
Oh, shit. Probably like at least 95. Nah, I'm not joking. I'll say 80.
80?
Never mind. I'll say that's I'll split at 80.
80? All right.
No, yeah.
33%. 33%.
Oh, I'm close.
Luka won
right?
with 67.
Oh,
damn.
Nigga, you misleading us.
No, I'm not misleading you. I'm telling you, it could be higher or low.
Okay, just say it's Luka. Say it's this because you said how much percentage did they pick LeBron over Luka? You know what I mean?
I didn't say over. I just said how many percentage pick LeBron.
You said I swear. We going.
Now, this one I made sure not to. I promise.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
And pay attention to what I'm saying here. Okay, this next one. I asked our fans who is better, Cade Cunningham or Tyrese Maxey? How many percentage of people pick Cade Cunningham?
62.
78. 75. 70. I take it back. 75.
I say 53.
Hassan cheating, man. It's 62%.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm just Hassan,
how you know this?
Oh, this is a good one right here. This is a good one because we just talked about this, okay? I asked our fans who is better, Luka Doncic or SGA? What percentage of people picked SGA?
35.
I know ball, Omari. I know ball.
35.
Hassan, what are you going to say, bro?
Do you know ball? Or maybe our fans don't know ball. We'll see.
65%.
Okay. What do you say,
What
Gabe?
did you say, Omari?
Don't worry about what I said.
In between 50, 52.
35% or 36% picked
I was
SGA.
right there.
You went one way. 64 say Luka. Hey,
I was on a drought.
that was before the playoffs started, but hey, that was at the end of the season still. So, you know.
All right, halftime tally break. I have
halftime.
2, 4, 6, 8.
I got like 3 more, so it's not really
9, 10.
Why are you
11.
counting? Why are you counting? Why are you counting? You don't got to count right now.
Still cheating.
We're not done
What do
yet.
you mean? Don't you want to know what you have before we?
I have 7.
Yeah, you know. Tell me what I got, bro.
Gabe has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
So 11, 7, and 5.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. So I asked our fans, who do you want taking the last shot in a game? Now, there's 4 options for this one, so keep that in mind when you tell your percentages. The 4 options: Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and Andre Iguodala. What percentage of people do you think picked Kevin Durant out of those 4?
Who's the best player?
Who do you want taking the last shot?
Oh, there's 5 options.
4 options.
23%.
4 options.
Between Dame, Kyrie, KD, and Iggy.
Yeah, 23.
And who do we choose?
I say 35.
I said Kevin Durant.
I say 35.
Kevin Durant. 29.
I'm actually surprised. 19% of people picked KD. Kyrie was the first with 42, and Dame was the second with 27.
That's crazy. I was gonna say 17, but I was like, wait, like I listened to who it was, nigga. Like, were you serious? Like, I love all that, but nigga.
Thought that was a little low for KD, honestly.
I think I had the lowest.
Was me?
Wait, no.
I had 29.
I had 23. Okay, so Gabe gets 1.
Omar, you got 23, right?
No, that was me.
I said 35.
Oh,
this nigga has to cheat.
Okay, I got the second again.
I swear I'm not.
I was really gonna say 17, but I was like, wait, that's low. If you would have said it was 5 options, I was gonna say 17. But when you said it was 4 options, I'm like, no, it gotta be a little higher.
Still pretty low for a poll. 4 options, especially a last shot.
I was thinking that he would be first. Yeah, I was thinking he'd be first. Like niggas.
Kyrie, Dame, clutch.
That's crazy.
Dame,
yeah.
You're a troll.
I love Kyrie, but he's not that he's getting carried. His clutchness is getting carried by 2016, but
it is, and it will always be.
Like he really is getting carried. Like his clutchness, it acted like it was a game winner too. It was just a big shot. Like
big shot ever.
I asked our fans who has more potential, Tyrese Halliburton or Jalen Williams. What percentage of people picked Tyrese Halliburton?
When was this poll done? What year? What? This matters.
This is like it's before the playoffs, but towards the end of the season.
Okay,
I'll say 45.
What percent of people?
I'll give you 42.
I'll give you 44.
21% of people.
I get a point. I get a point.
All right. No, why don't I pause over? I'm tired of this shit. Niggas don't know ball. I'm about to start going to every poll and start flaming whoever's voting.
No, there be some wild comments on some of our polls. That's why I wanted to do this. Because some of this is crazy.
I'm about to be one of them in the comments, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like, who's voting on this, bro?
Now this one. This is interesting because this is difficult, all right? I asked our fans, which player are you cutting? Okay, there's 3 options here. Luka, SGA, and Steph Curry. What percentage of people do you think picked Steph Curry?
Oh, Hassan has to go first.
I'll say 32%.
32% chose Curry.
What was the question again?
Who are you cutting between Luka, SGA, and Steph? And I asked what percentage of people picked Steph?
To cut Steph.
Yeah, to cut.
What are the percentages?
I say 25.
41.
52% of people cut Steph Curry.
What am I saying?
The one time I go low, bro.
What'd you say, Omari?
See, I said 25.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're last.
Give my 2 points, us.
Oh, my bad, Gabe. I put it wrong. No, I did right.
No, you good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's finish on this last one right here. Okay. I asked our fans, who's better, De'Aaron Fox or LaMelo Ball? What percentage of people pick LaMelo Ball?
Oh, 67%.
Oh God, this got to be hype. This got to be like in the highs.
Yeah.
I'll go 50.
You said 67?
Yeah.
I'll say 69 again.
Did you guys all give an answer? Sorry, I didn't even.
That's 50. I said 50.
41% pick LaMelo Ball.
Wow.
Shit.
Omari got the points. Gabe got second.
Bro. I was on
One time I don't play smart, bro.
I'll get some points and I missed 3.
I should go. Right. Yeah, that's all I really have. I should go through these and look at older ones, but I feel like that would be
it's a good.
That would be a little interesting Because some
If
of
you
these
give
are
us
like,
older ones, but you let us know when they were made, we'll like.
I
be able
saw
to
one.
really-
It says, "Is Steph Curry
You know what I mean?
washed?" Yes or no?
Nah, we need to do that one.
Do you want to know?
100%.
Do you want to know what the? I'm looking at it right now.
yeah.
Do you want to know what it says?
No, don't do that.
What do
Now
you
we
They're
what
not-
do you think?
Is he a
What do you
cheater?
even
No,
know
no,
what it
this
says?
nigga cheating. No, this nigga cheating.
he was cheating. That's crazy. That's why he got some points at the end right now.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't even find them in time. But I saw the Curry one that I voted on because I voted on it because Curry is washed. I voted yes on the poll.
7, 8, 9.
How many votes did I have?
Yeah, sometimes I'll go
votes,
the
and-
opposite to make it look good. 2, 4.
Oh man,
Yeah.
this one I should have said this one. That one's interesting.
Damn. Omari, you got last by 1 point. 15, 10, 9.
There we go.
Should we do one more, Vez?
One more. I got this one right in
Alright,
front of me.
one
Okay.
more.
Between them
This
two,
is
Five
yes.
points. I'm not 5
10
points.
points.
5 points.
10 points.
Nah.
For 10 points.
Okay.
Between Omari and
This
Gabe.
is
100
like during
points.
the start of the season too. So I'm gonna just let you know some context. During the start of the season, we asked our fans which point guard is better, Jalen Brunson or De'Aaron Fox. Which percentage of our fans picked Jalen Brunson?
65.
I'll say 54.
67.
This crazy because this poll has fucking 330 votes. Okay, 23% picked
Damn,
Jalen
man.
Brunson.
Gave it
Omari
last. That's all I know.
wins.
Gave it last. Trash. That nigga.
Omari wins.
Lakers in 5.
Gabe's not.
That was for 100 points too.
Yo, that's crazy,
That's a million.
Jalen Brunson.
So second place gets like
Yeah,
500,000.
that's what I'm saying.
Loses.
The only reason I went low is because I was like, beginning of the season, De'Aaron Fox was still rated pretty like highly. He had a good season last year. But damn, nigga, 20
Jalen
that's
Brunson-
crazy.
like,
Like Brunson had a good season last year too.
And this isn't like one of those polls where it's like 100 people only voted. So
yeah,
it's like
I'm like Brunson had a good
340
season last year
votes.
too. I
Yeah.
thought they were still gonna say Brunson was better. I said 50. What did I
He
say?
had a better
52,
season
54?
last year. Let's be real.
Maybe.
Our fans don't know
I'll
ball.
see. Yeah, our fans definitely don't know. I don't know who the fuck won on these.
But I know ball. That's why I won.
Yeah. No, I won. Yeah, I still got 100
Because your ball
points.
don't lie. That's my ball.
I just got
That's
100
my
on that one.
ball. Ain't that our
Ain't that a
ball?
All right.
That is
So
my
if
ball.
you have your segment, we could wrap it up with that.
All right, yeah. This is gonna be a quick one.
All
right. This is which all-time big three are you taking? Name of the segment. We got
LeBron.
Braun big three.
See, I already knew.
Come on, man.
It's like 6
I'm
Brown.
lagging out the wrong second. Can you hear me? I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. The Braun big three: Braun, Kyrie, and Kevin Love, or LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Which big all-time big three are you taking?
The Cavs.
I think Kyrie was better than Dwayne Wade at that
Yeah.
point, but I think Chris Bosh was better than Kevin Love also. So
Yeah, me too.
it's just which Braun do you
That's
want?
tough.
And in that
Bosh
case, I'm gonna
would-
go with Cavs Braun.
Yeah. Bosh was
I
like
think
gave more sacrifice than Kevin Love, and he was better at giving sacrifice. Good playmaker too.
Dude, he was
Wade
like
averaged-
when he got traded, he was like in his prime. I feel like Kevin Love already had like tried to do what he could with the Wolves when he got traded.
Yeah.
You know,
And he's like more of a role player.
yeah. And 20 like
I became one.
13 and 14 Dwayne Wade, like that nigga was not
No knees.
Dwayne Wade. Yeah, like that guy was 15 in the finals. Like it's just like, you know, Kyrie is every time they was there, if he was healthy at least, he was putting in work, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
What do you think, Gabe?
young Kyrie.
It's tough, bro.
and they played
It's
much
tough.
harder teams.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go with the Cavs too. I mean, I like what Braun's doing. That was funny to say. I like what Braun's doing on the Cavs stint. I like Kyrie and I like Love too. I'm gonna go with the Cavs, bro. Overall, I think Cavs got it.
I do
Yeah.
agree with that. So Bosh was better than Kevin Love, in my opinion, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Same.
I like what
But-
Kevin Love was doing for the Cavs. He was being like their how do I say it? What's the term I'm looking for? Wow, I forgot the
he was
term.
good.
Never mind.
I think they
His
both
role
played
was
the
just
same
so
role.
diminished.
They both played the same
Yeah.
role, but I think Chris Bosh
Yeah.
was just better at the time, and he had to
Yeah, he was a
sacrifice
better
more.
playmaker.
He
Yeah.
was still like
Like,
Yeah,
fucking
he was
3
still
level
a-
scorer, bro.
He was more in his prime at the time than when Kevin Love like got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes down to, I guess, Kyrie and Wade. I think Kyrie's a better player for me. And then Braun, what type of Braun do you want? And I feel like this is a more like polished Braun was in Cleveland in terms of basketball IQ and athleticism. Good mix.
I-
Both.
Yeah.
I think if Wade was a little bit less like aged than like how he got like that fast aged, it would be a different story. But the fact that he got like close to the end faster than like what he did compared to as like 2007 through like 11 Wade, that's different.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, all time it's just like I'm taking Wade over, but
yeah, exactly.
If we talk about who they were next to LeBron, Kyrie clears in my opinion.
Kyrie was that dude.
All right, next one, a Lakers one: Kobe, Bynum, and Pau Gasol, or Paul Pierce.
Second.
I just said Bynum second. It doesn't matter.
Sorry, Kobe. Give me Meta World Peace, bro.
Andrew Bynum.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen.
What about Rondo? Bro?
Yeah, they had a big four. I would say they're cheating, but
they had like
there's a lot of
Kobe's carrying. Well, actually, no, I won't say carrying hard. Bynum is like the worst player by far here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, close.
So I don't know.
Polar Bear and Arlington.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Celtics because I feel like they're all like KG had to sacrifice. I mean, Paul Pierce was really good that year, but he's not. He's probably second best player here. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, Ray Allen's still really good.
Yeah.
Who do you think is better, KG or Paul Pierce? Honestly,
Celtics.
Even though Paul Pierce won a Finals MVP
in those years,
KG on the defense was still him.
Yeah, KG was still him. He was still a little older though. He was a
little older. You're right.
Oh, KG. The fact that
go with the
Doc
Celtics
Rivers still has
a
a job in the NBA today means I have to go to the Celtics here. Just off of that chip alone, the man still has a job, and they're still making podcasts and stories about that chip. So we got to give them love.
I feel like you find out like the crazy shit about Doc Rivers wasn't even fucking teaching us anything the whole year. They just make shit up.
Dude, we gotta find a way to like get Austin Rivers to talk about how his dad gets employed every freaking year. What does he do? What's the magic trick?
I was just asking nigga, like if I ever get an interview, I don't care if you interview.
That's the greatest question you can ask him.
That'd be a crazy clip. Nigga, I'm going viral instantly.
It's fair though. Like, it's not even a crazy question because like you just want to know how he keeps getting jobs.
Yeah.
What's the trick?
I'm like, what is he doing?
Hey, there's those NBA players like Ish Smith. There's those coaches like Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
There's no way Ish Smith's in the league.
That's a good comp. That's a good comparison.
Be surprised. Ish Smith played for like 200 teams. Like
he did play for like 14 years, like not playing for 10 of them.
Exactly. He just keep a job.
Yeah.
Keep a job.
He kept doing jersey shoots and then leaving. They kept getting flicks and he's gone.
All right, next one. We got my Warriors, Steph, a version of it, Steph, Clay, and Dre, or the Spurs dynasty, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker.
Man, they're getting skill dipped so hard.
I'm taking Steph, Clay, and Dre.
As
much as I don't.
I think I'm gonna be honest.
As much
you said Tony Parker. I think Tony Parker is one of the most overrated players in NBA history.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna get into it. Like respectfully, he's good,
What's
but like if you
though?
watch Tony Parker, I feel like he's a lot of the product of the Spurs system. I don't know. I mean, but he's like propped up because of the championships. But like, let me be honest. Like, put Jose Calderon in that shit. I think they could still win that. Find the fucking.
I don't know.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
I'm stretching it. I'm stretching it. But like, that's just the point I'm trying to make.
He was a super role player. Like he was a super role player. He's like a.
That's a good way to put it. I think
he was there. You know what I mean? Rondo's doing the same.
Rondo's better than Tony Parker. Like in my opinion, Rondo's better.
He's doing the same, or if not better. Like in that system.
What you do at Tony Parker? Would you rather now? I'm curious.
Nigga, hell no.
I didn't even mean that to get disrespectful. I just think like
I just want to know where he like. I don't know where people even rate Tony Parker. Yeah, like
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Off of his 5 rings.
Maybe he isn't rated that highly enough for me to say that. So
do you have Manu higher or do you have Tony higher? Like what's your?
I think Manu's a better player than Tony Parker.
Manu's a better player. Six fan.
Maybe he's not overrated. Maybe people will rate him properly because I thought like Tony Parker was like the second guy. Like I thought for a long time people believed that because Manu came off the bench and shit, but maybe people don't feel that way.
That's like when I guess from the outside.
We should run a poll. We should run a poll on this. Who's better, Tony or Manu?
Yeah, that's a good one. But if you want to just take talent, I'm gonna take the Warriors. But if you want to take team play and dynasty, like overall, I'm gonna take the Spurs because Spurs they made it to the playoffs with the same team for decades, like 2 decades not of making it to the playoffs. The way that you're like You just keep the same team year in, year out. It's pretty hard to do, especially in certain eras.
But they had different versions of the team where they had David Robinson. You know, they had D-Rob for a long time when he was there, and then they switched Kawhi out when the guys got old.
The Warriors, if they didn't get injured, they would have won their third.
Plug and play.
Plug and play.
Huh?
I'm saying if the KD thing didn't get injured, they would probably win, like their third ring together, like another dynasty in and of itself. You know what I mean?
You never know. I mean, your confidence might have gone.
They were dropping LeBron Cavs off easily, bro. That was crazy.
You lost in 2016.
No, he's talking about just the three. You can't just say with KD like
the big three.
I'm not adding KD. This is pre-KD.
No, I'm telling him like.
Yeah, I'm telling him it's pre-KD. So like the 2 years without KD and then the 2022 chip as well.
They were never gonna win a chip again if they didn't get KD.
That's not true. They won in 2022.
Wait, this one didn't mention KD. This one didn't have KD.
Not never again, but not there.
No, this one's
he's saying like just when it's the big three. Like
I'm still saying Warriors, bro.
That changes my answer.
I don't think it's
Steph, Clay, and Dre. I'm taking Steph, Clay, and Dre too.
I'm taking it as talent. They're definitely more talented. Tim Duncan carries that.
Yeah, Tim Duncan carries hard. Yeah. I love Manu, but like in terms of greatness,
he's also not a superstar.
He's not better than Klay Thompson. I don't think so, honestly.
I think they're pretty even, but I still give it to Klay.
Primes, I'm taking,
and I think Draymond's better than Tony Parker. I don't know if that's why.
Yeah, DPOI, all defensive teams.
Yeah, for sure. Tony Parker's a good defender though. He's just small.
Yeah.
Last one, because I couldn't rank the one of the better ones, which is Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman. So I had to use the second variation of the Warriors, which is Steph, KD, and Klay. So Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, or Steph, KD, and Klay. Which
come on, give me Steph, KD, and Klay, bro.
Steph, KD.
Again, plug in the third player. Doesn't matter.
Dude, Rodman's comparable to like Draymond, who's like the fourth best player. So that's just like it's not even fair.
Nah, Rodman is comparable to like Gobert.
So then MJ and KD. Is Rodman Gobert?
It's like the polar opposite of Rudy Gobert.
Yeah,
Rodman's Andre Jones can rebound.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Spurs Drummond, nigga? Come on, man. He really was Andre Drummond. I mean, Spurs Rodman.
But, yeah. So what Michael Jordan is compared to KD, I guess. He's best player at the time. And then Scottie Pippen to Steph.
That's just like that gap is too much, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Respect
that's a Grand Canyon gap.
But Steph is top 10 and Scotty's like top 30, you know.
Steph and KD are closer to Jordan than Pippen is to either of those two. So GG's.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess, but
and then Klay is not like Klay's way better than Rodman. Well, I don't know way better, but he's better than Rodman.
Only the old heads that don't want to give it up think that the 96 Bulls in them were better than the 17 Warriors. You know what I mean?
Let them think that. Let them think it.
You also got to realize how stacked the league was at the time. Like when the Bulls were there, they had to be like 2-3 teams. You know,
literally, and
like that were really.
There's some parity. You got Carmelo, Charles Barkley,
expansion teams.
Carmelo might be one of the most overrated. Actually, I don't even want to say that, but he fucked Carmelo.
Fuck that.
I agree. I agree. Bez, you can get it too. I agree.
Yeah, every day, anytime.
He's the Joel Embiid probably of Unk's generation because he always made to the playoffs 100%. And couldn't fucking win shit.
100%.
Yeah,
and he couldn't even win a ring with the fucking when he ring chased with the Lakers, bro. We lost the only year he was on the team.
Yeah, 2004, trash ass nigga. Niggas made fucking the whole team split because of him. That's bad energy. The Lakers. Yeah, it's bad energy over there. Should never done it.
He's a whore. He's dog water.
Final question: Who do you guys think is the best all time or best big three of all time ever?
I'm gonna say hypothetically that never succeeded. Give me Brooklyn, KD, Harden, and Kyrie.
Yeah, I like that answer. That's valid.
Yeah, I guess if we're going just like no matter what they've done,
like talent wise, that might be
Magic,
the best.
Kareem, and Worthy.
That might be the big three.
That's a good one, actually, Gabe. I didn't even think of it. Do they all play together like that, or was it?
Kareem was old.
Worthy came in as like a rookie.
But Kareem was old.
I said like Magic, Kareem, and Worthy.
I wasn't alive then to give you a historical picture.
But Kareem was old.
Kareem was old, but Magic and then like was there, and Worthy came basically as like a superstar prospect to the league.
Yeah, Magic was young.
But they're not beating Michael Jordan in his prime though.
That's true.
But is Kareem getting locked
what about Kobe, Shaq, and Fucking Robert Ory. I don't
Derek
know who he's
Fisher?
throwing in there. Derek Fisher.
James Worthy.
Robert
Worthy.
Ory got 7 rings. I think we should throw.
Yeah,
him.
not James Worthy. Robert Ory.
Bird of Parrish McHale.
Give me
I'm
Jalen
still going
Green,
17
Fred
Warriors. I'm
VanVleet,
still
and
going 17 Warriors. I don't even care.
Sengun.
Book it, Gabe. No, Gabe, add KD in there. He's coming.
KD.
Coming next season.
Bro,
add Kevin.
give me Jordan Poole, Alex Sarr, Kai Sean George.
All right.
I like that.
Thank you guys. That's all we got.
Ryan Kelly, Tariq Black, and Kobe. Book it.
Yeah.
Robert Sacre.
I'm trying to see if I missed any.
Jordan
Chris
Farmar
Kaman,
and
Robert Sacre, and Kobe.
Yeah.
Now the best one would be the Warriors, though. Actually, with accomplishments.
Jordan
just off the
Farmar,
top,
Steve
along with
Blake,
Steph,
and
KD.
Kobe.
Steph, KD, and Clay, because they don't need the ball to be effective, and they all can score.
LeBron, Melo, and Westbrook.
Bro,
All primes.
I'm looking at. Hold on, y'all. I don't even. Hold on. I need to show y'all this, bro. I don't even remember these people being on the same team.
LeBron, Shaq.
What about this
Name another
victory?
player.
Anyway. Yo, Goskis.
Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Scottie Pippen, bro.
This
Them
is
niggas didn't do
Photoshop,
nothing.
bro.
It's real.
Did
They
they win
didn't do shit.
No, they didn't win this year. They won in '95 with
Sports.
Hakeem.
Is this
and
a
they were
fake video?
55 seed.
Yeah, they won with him and Kenny. I don't think Kenny was on this team.
Nah, I just totally didn't even remember. This doesn't even look right, bro.
He does it.
Yeah, right. After the Bulls dynasty.
Let's see who else. What about KD, Russ, and Harden on the Thunder? What do we think about them?
Too young.
Yeah, I guess so.
Harden wasn't the player he was
What's
gonna. If he
what's
stayed
the
there, he
episode
wouldn't be
6-1
like
too?
that. So it would be worse. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be like that. He'd be like Tyler Hero, I guess.
Oh no! Why did you say Andrew Bynum, bro? You should have said Lamar fucking Odom. I might have picked them over if you said Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was nice as fuck.
Yeah, he was
I
better than
think
Bynum, for
Celtics
sure.
still got it though.
Yeah.
I was
would
thinking
agree,
about that.
but
I'm not gonna say anything. It's close.
but Lamar was nice.
Is
I think
that
that's
everything?
it.
Yeah, I say clear out a pee here. That's the only thing. Only reason I'm standing.
That's
looking at
it.
the
That's all,
website.
folks. It's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the website and they're ranking that Michael Jordan, Scotty, and Dennis #1. Then they put
They got
Steph
6.
Clay.
Such a loser.
Yeah,
KD
you got-
got 2.
You got the 3-peats too.
Yeah, I think they take.
Bro,
rings
but
into account.
counting them for the 3-peat is like.
Alright,
Bro, I'm not even talking about this.
What you mean? You're the greatest player ever.
That's
Or at least top
fantastic,
2.
bro. But like, great.
In terms of accomplishments, they're
You
the
can't-
greatest dynasty ever.
Okay, yes. What you just said in terms of accomplishments, they're the greatest dynasty ever. But in terms of like, if we're going
Talent.
big three for big three, we're talking straight up ballers like Curry, KD, and give me Clay. Come on,
Yeah, I feel you.
like dude, two
Better
top 10
still.
players in their two top 10 players in their prime playing with each other, and you have the second best shooter of all time on your team. Like,
Yeah.
Am I being for real?
Yeah, you can say
Did
top
Omari
2
dip
shooters.
or should I wait for him to come back?
He went to
wrap
go
it up?
pee, but
I'll wait for him to come back.
he probably has his air.
keep
He probably
yapping.
could hear us right now. La 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 la.
He has probably his headphones in, yeah.
The Bulls team had a lot of good players too. Honestly, Tony Kukoc, fucking John Paxson, Steve Kerr.
Mhm.
Did you see them ask Pods about Hassan? Did you see them ask Pods about? I forgot what was a girl asking Pods. He was like, "Did Steve Kerr show you his old highlights from back in the day?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Well, you guys have a lot of similarities." He's like, "Uh-huh." He's like, "You guys are both." He's like, "Yeah, we're white." Like, I forgot who's asking him.
Like,
Was
right
it
here. I mean, that's
That was K Adams, I think. I saw him on
K Adams?
He was trying to be a nonchalant.
He said if the Knicks made it to the finals, he would have got swept.
Fact, he was trying to be nonchalant. Facts.
Yeah, he's trying to be a nonchalant. In front of K Adams, nigga. I'm beating
But
him.
Bro, did you see that Moses Moody was an
I'm
analyst
like
too?
these. And the whole interview, I'm just like these. K Adams talking to me,
But did you
nigga.
see Moses Moody on ESPN being an analyst? I was like, bro's in his 5th season.
No, really?
How you
He
not-
was?
No,
What?
There's no way. That's
Yeah,
funny
the
as fuck.
final.
dude.
Can you
What does
find
he
a
analyze?
like-
What does he know?
No, I
Role
mean,
play
actually,
defense.
I take it back.
I mean,
He
Steve
in the
Kerr won't
offseason
let him
shit.
play, bro. He gotta express
He's
his
in the
knowledge
offseason
somehow.
and shit, and he wants to. Yeah, he probably has like a. He probably has
He
like
barely got the second
a.
contract. We barely make
I
it
know, but
into
he
the
probably
league.
has a dream to do broadcasting after, so he probably just wants to get like a little foot in the, see what it's like.
Nah, not right now. Focus on the game of ball.
Nigga, It's better than me in Cancun.
Shut up.
There in Cancun. Yeah, like
bro. Out of all the people that should be hyping up your team, you're hating on that.
Talking hoops.
It is not a bad look.
He's a
talking hoops is not a bad look.
You're tripping though, us. What are you talking about?
So I'd be more annoyed if it was a star up there.
Why? Star gives you more analysis to believe because he's done at a higher level.
What if the Stars?
Go focus on the next season. We need you.
Nah, that should be the role player. Go focus on keeping your job. You can draft your replacement next draft.
Bro, they need Moody.
Day of doing analysis is not gonna kill him, us.
You bum niggas need Moody.
Nah, bro. I'm like,
that's true.
You guys didn't even know that you're watching the NBA Finals. Make me believe that you're not even watching the NBA Finals and you're locked in the gym.
Why would you not want to watch
it? He's analyzing ball. Hassan, he's analyzing ball. What do you want?
I'm just saying,
how you're hating.
Give me the thought. Like, I know players are watching the NBA Finals. I'm not dumb. I'm just saying, give me the thought of me thinking that you're not watching it.
Super locked in.
Yeah,
you're a role player. We need to be
what you're thinking. He's not money open.
Hassan, one day analyzing is not gonna kill his like whole game.
Bro, you want Moses Moody's analyst?
Okay. Bro, this is overhating.
Yeah, he's an NBA player. He's still an NBA player at the end of the day.
Bro, he's not gonna play basketball fucking 20 hours a day, dude. Like,
he plays basketball his whole life. He can't talk about it.
20 hours a day.
He can't have friends, can't have family, you can't have a wife, you can't have hobbies.
We on a podcast. We on a podcast talking to 6 niggas.
Yeah, am I in the NBA?
You know what I mean? It's just like this nigga is literally played basketball his whole life and wants to talk about it for an evening.
Yeah, and can barely get he
can't. No.
Yeah, like,
trade him now.
We as non-niggas have never seen an NBA court.
But he's cool with John Moran throwing guns up in the club. That shit crazy.
You're not in the NBA.
For Moses Moody.
We're not in the NBA.
Bro. He can chill for a morning. Yeah, he can chill for a morning and talk to him.
It's not his fault. He don't even play, bro.
This is not a morning. This was post game. He was on.
Listen, I'm gonna ask another Warriors fan what they think.
ESPN2 or something like that.
Chilling
late at night
in the off season.
Hey, if Dorian Finney-Smith was on a podcast, are we getting triggered, guys? Are we getting triggered if Dorian Finney-Smith's on a podcast?
Oh
no.
Yes.
DFS.
What is DFS going to talk about? Going to the corner and shooting threes, 3 and D,
being on the team.
Bro, but like he can do whatever he wants. He's a human. He's a human.
No,
you act like they started. You act like he started up a podcast or something. You act like he started a network. Like this nigga, he went on one show.
It's Moses Moody. Moody.
Who cares?
Moses.
Dude, you guys need Moody.
I know we do. We need him to be better.
I hope Moody leaves and drops 50.
Let him do what he wants.
I hope Moody leaves and drops 50 on you.
Hassan really said shut up and dribble, dude. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I'm just saying,
you're not worth nothing if you're not hooping.
I'm just saying, as a 50-year player, you shouldn't be analyzing the game like
50-year player, bro. Come on, what are we talking about? 50
years.
When can you relax? You got to be a 20-year vet to like be able to go on shows and shit. Like,
if you're not on year 22 like LeBron,
your next career, he's barely getting his career started.
Is LeBron relaxing?
I don't want to see you on a TV.
Yeah, this is what playing for Steve Kerr does to a motherfucker, bro.
No, I'm saying is, you think LeBron's relaxing in year 22? He's not relaxing. You can't relax there.
What do you think Jalen Green's doing right now? Hassan, what do you think Jalen Green's doing right now?
Bro,
Jalen Green, the biggest, the largest. He's at Wingstop.
See,
Jalen
better
Green
being on the NBA show than going to Wingstop. But Jalen Green's an imbecile. He's an idiot.
People would be talking about
he in that cougar coochie. That's what you doing.
People would be mad if he was on like NBA Today talking about
focused on the wrong rings, dude.
Yeah, Draymond Green's at the end of his career, trying to be a media analyst, a broadcaster.
Bro,
Moses Moody's in his 5th season.
Mario Batista, what are you doing?
He's anti-outside basketball ventures.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Focus in the gym, be in there 24/7, brother.
All right. Before we wrap it up,
weird tangent from a Warriors fan. That's actually crazy.
Before we wrap, you would just hate for no reason on your own team. Anyway, before we wrap it up, I got a graphic to show y'all. This is the toughest playoff paths in NBA history, and where the Pacers would rank if they won. Right below the 2011 Dallas Mavericks, and right above the 95 Rockets.
They would be under. They would be under.
Statistics from their best players.
All NBA's beaten. So they beat Giannis. They beat Mobley. Is that Mobley? Yeah, that is Mobley. They beat Donovan, Cat, Brunson, Jonathan, Shea. Oh yeah, damn.
And good for them. Wow. I mean, it is a great run.
If they win,
one of the best ever. They do win.
I do like that Rockets run, by the way, with Hakeem.
I told you, underrated. Look at it beat Carl, John, Charles.
No Warriors.
Shaq, young Shaq.
SMH.
Yeah.
What do you mean no Warriors? What do you mean?
Of course,
Rage
There's
Day.
no way
Warriors.
you just
They
said
they
that.
caked walked to
Rage
every
Day.
finals.
2019 Lakers.
And-
Hey, guys, look at the bubble. Look at the bubble. Look
And
at the
here
bubble.
it is
Look at
based
the bubble.
off.
Go back, go back.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. I see him.
Yeah, see.
Calm down, Gabe.
Look at him.
It's
There
not
you go.
running away
Harden.
from you.
Harden.
Most
Harden.
dangerous
Harden.
eight
Top
seed.
10.
Most dangerous
Top
eight
10.
seed.
Top 10 in the league.
Top
Okay, then the Rockets
Top
with
10.
these
That's
two
the top 10.
demons, Jokic, and of course Jimmy, playoff Jimmy. How
All
can you
NBA
forget?
Most
Butler.
dangerous
This is
eight seed.
Plumber Butler. This is Plumber Butler, Hassan. You don't even know.
Bro, yeah, plumber with a bunch of plumbers.
Waking up at 5 a.m. Butler. Okay, bro, you're hating him.
And then this is just off.
Yeah, see,
Frank's
Warriors,
schedule.
Warriors. Where's your Warriors? Nowhere.
Nothing.
Loser
Nothing.
franchise.
Oh, they're here right
No,
here.
they
This is
are.
the
I see a
21.
bunch of Lakers
This-
there, Hus.
I'll give y'all this
Wow.
Warriors one. This one impressive.
Wow.
That's the
Can't
one
say
I was
nothing
looking
about
for.
that. Of
Wow,
course.
look who's
'Cause
above you
know
guys.
the KD
Lakers,
rings
Lakers,
fake.
Lakers, Lakers.
All KD rings fake.
Now, all I see is the rings on Clay and Steph's fingers. 4. What do you do to
Look
Yeah,
at the
that
Pacers
Cavs
D-Book?
win.
What do
70.
you do to D-Book?
Look at Pacers win.
It's because the Cavs and OKC don't have a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to their records, but
Don't worry.
it's still
I don't
crazy.
think the Pacers will
Knicks
be
were
up there
good.
because they will lose to OKC.
But their record wasn't that crazy.
6
Wasn't it
games.
third seed?
Thunder
Hassan,
will
let it
win
go.
3 in a row.
Let it go.
Yeah, but I'm saying Cavs and
Hassan, let it go.
both like in the 60s.
I'm not letting it go. They're only down 1 game. They will win in 6 games.
Dog, they're
3 in
not
a row.
only down 1 game. They're down
Okay.
1 game, and they gave an away game away.
I mean, a home game away. That is
Yeah,
true.
that's what I
But
meant to
still,
It's time for me to log off.
Yeah, for real. I need to go make some tea or
All right,
something.
that's
Under
gonna wrap
6.
it up for this episode of the Bottom Line Podcast. Y'all drop us a like. Keep voting on the
Pacers
polls because
fact.
I'm gonna keep asking questions on there, and we want to hear your
Nigga,
opinion. And we gonna roast
Niggas
y'all.
just
so I don't
flashing
know
me.
vote. Yeah, that's a sign.
Hus, you gotta be careful. That's
crazy.
TOS.
All right,
Yeah.
what, this?
we signing out.
Nah, nigga, you flashing me.
We see y'all in the next
How is
one.
this dude saying Thunder and 7 and posting a Pacer flag? Are you okay?
You said Thunder.
I'll play for both sides. I'll play for
And-
Thunder and 6. Thunder and 6.